So they're currently doing a load of work down here. This is going to be, it's called Amley Gyratory. It's actually, this spot here was where my granddad was born. So there's a big gyratory used to be over there. And this all here used to be a street called Harper Street. And this is where my granddad was born. So there was a row of houses back in the 1920s. So it's about 100 years ago, or maybe late 1920s. And yeah, there's a big row of streets on here. And this was where my granddad was born. So I just thought I had to start there because that is the spot, isn't it? But yeah, like I say, one point, isn't it crazy how things do change? So you'll see a few nice views down here as well. So great if you're a little cyclist as well. It's quite busy today actually, but I thought let's get some good views. There's actually a train going over as we speak. They're doing a lot of building work. Oh my god, this is the bit I hate. I hate going over bridges. Oh my goodness me. But you get some really good views over the city, look. So this is Gelded Road. Like I say, so this used to be a row of streets. There's a train going across. And in one of these streets was where my granddad was born. And then my great-granddad used to work in the British gas, sort of the gas industry. Oh my god. I'm very, very tall, as you can imagine. And if I trip, then you want to see some views, guys. Oh my goodness me. I know I go over the bridge where I live, but this is slightly different because it's only made out of steel or tin, I don't know. So Denelm, a nice shop there to get all your home furnishings. So the plan is, I say, go along Wellington Street. I think it's called Wellington Street. Well, we need to go along Wellington Street, where the Yorkshire Evening Post building used to be. We might make it up there, we might not, but I want to go down to the canal. But as I say, we don't know which. We'll probably walk that way because they're doing a lot of work up here, so we should be able to. Should bring us nicely down to the river, the canal, and we'll have a walk on there. I don't know. I've not been that way for a long time. But yeah, it's crazy how much things change. There's definitely a vibe. I think. Oh, we can go this way now. Yeah. This was blocked off, I'm certain, last time. Actually, down here is Halfords, and I need to go into Halfords, so I wonder if I should go in there first because it's right on the corner. And we're also coming up to, on the left, a new Leeds TV studios, which is on the left up here. It's quite funny though how it happened because it used to be I don't know if it was like a factory or something, and there was a fire, and then all of a sudden they opened up a studio. The same happened with the Majestic as well, which is home to the Channel 4 building, you know, the HQ. I could go that way actually. No, we'll go the back way because we're coming up to the canal. So I'll show you in just a second, guys. This area has sort of always been like a quick route through. Mainly people who go to Ellen Road, because that's where, well, I don't live at Ellen Road, I live in Morley, which is in South Leeds. So a lot of people walk down here from the station. And there's a new station being built. So all the building work happening. Got all these, they're actually going to be building these like offices and residential apartments and things next to that. So even more building work. Yeah, so that's the studios. I don't know if they're going to be like doing any. They have like the Steph Pat lunch show here, and which is on Channel 4. They have the news now down at the canal. Another crane going up. There's so much happening in Leeds. It's nice to see, but we've waited a long time for it because when I travel down to London or go across to Manchester, there's just endless amount of buildings going up, and that was before, like they say, this levelling up sort of thing. But Whether you want to believe that is up to you. I'll let you be the judge of that. So, I don't know who everybody is because I don't get any notifications on this app called Haps that I'm using. But it has gone going out to Twitch and YouTube. So, I can't remember exactly what this building is. Either it's just an apartment. You can see on the side. Yeah, it's all changed. Even like a little deli shop there. Deli number 1, that's new. As I say, we're going to go to the canal, have a walk along the canal. I need to go west. Yeah, look at that guy. It's going to be like, it's going to be round at the side, and then it's going to come down and down and down by the picture. And then hopefully have lots of trees on the side. But they always show you fancy trees, but they never do any trees, do they? We're going to go under this very, very old bridge. It's weird seeing all building work though. It's nice. Nice to see. Let's get onto the canal. If I put my phone down, it's just because there's people walking past. I could have got that bus. I chose not to. I decided to walk into Leeds today because it was such a nice day. I set off at about 10 o'clock this morning and it's currently 10 past 11. So Google Maps did say an hour and a half. So actually a little bit quicker than Google Maps. So we're coming into the city centre now. This is like the fast way to get into Leeds, especially on the bus, because it's straight down from across Gelded Road, and actually walk up to Gelded Road when I go to IKEA. So it goes all the way up to IKEA. But the canal is here on the left, just in front. And then we're going to go down along the canal. Well, there's nobody on my broadcast today. And they're also doing up this viaduct here on the left. You see this there? This is what they're doing. They're changing they're making a sky garden so you can go across. Wow, that's changed a lot in the last year. So you see this viaduct here on the top? They're going to be building a park, and you can walk all the way across from the station all the way to the west side, which is pretty cool. So we're doing lots of broadcasts up there. But I can't believe how quickly they've put these buildings up. I see it on the train, but I come in at a different angle. This is the train tracks, and I do see it as I come in, but yeah. It's really so strange to see it when it's all done. But it's about time. It's about time. Lots of changes. And then they're doing on this side as well. It's all building work. Oh, that's changed a lot. Actually, I think you can walk down here. I'm just trying to think. I think you can. Could be wrong though. What a difference. Look at that, guys. I don't know if you can walk down here or not. Oh, you can walk down. I'm not quite sure, but let's have a little look. Okay, number 1 Leeds. I usually walk on the other side, you see, so I don't know if I can walk down here or not. We might have to head back in a minute. Ah, yeah, there's a little steps at the bottom. I don't know if it takes you towards the steps at the other side or not. This is really nice. So this is the... Oh, you can, yes. You can actually walk. I've never been on this side. It's been a long time. Oh, there's lots of people on the other side, but this is sort of the quieter side. Look, I'm just going to send a message out to a friend. One moment. What a difference them buildings are. Ugh. You know, I needed to sit down because, as I said, I just walked for an hour and a half. An hour and a half. But luckily, it's all downhill. So we're going to go and get a coffee. There is. I wanted to go to a new Cafe Nero, which is on this side. Um, so I'm just thinking it might take. I don't think I can go this way. Or can I? No, I can't. No, I can't. This is like a little seating area that's probably private to this building here, the Whitehall building. But I just thought I'd sit down for just 2 minutes. There's some ducks over there as well. A bit quieter. Because when you're on this pathway, right, this canal goes all the way. It actually goes all the way to Liverpool. But there's lots of cyclists, pedestrians. This is like just cordoned off. So I think this is like this is private, but you can get down from the steps up there. So, oh, it's nice to be back in Leeds. I've not been in Leeds for. This is the first time this year. First time this year. I think the last time I went into Leeds was before Christmas. It was before Christmas. Right, I need to go and get this coffee because I don't have. I've got battery, but I'm trying to do a few broadcasts today. I don't want to lose battery. Didn't bring any power packs or anything like that. So I'm on the. As I can't get down there, so I'm gonna have to go up these steps. The sun's coming out. But I have a little bit of a problem, guys. And the problem is what happens when you've walked for miles and miles. Yes. And then you have to walk miles and miles more. These steps, look how old these steps are. Oh, I must have had big feet. So if you're watching on the replay, put hashtag replay, guys. That's the canal there. We're going to head up towards the station and then turn left. Go and get a nice drink in the sun and then probably best going this way actually. Yeah, let's we can actually cut across this actually. But they are coming up. So all this up here then is going to be a sky garden. You'll be able to walk from that's where I need to be actually. I'm on the wrong side. Hopefully I can cut through there. But yeah, it's going to be like New York. In New York they've got this big skyline and they're going to have loads of plants, nature, flowers. And I've seen the plans for many, many, many years. But when you see it there now in front of you, it's like, wow. And I think all down here is going to be like a square with like restaurants and bars. So again, like another little area to come down to. I know where this leads to. It goes to the little bridge. Oh, not the bridge. The bridge is actually here, yeah, on the right-hand side. So we're going to come away from the canal. It's getting nice and warm, guys. It's just a shame none of you are on watching. Right, so what I'm going to do, I need to use my phone. This is all like the new... Oh no, I can't get across this way. Oh no, what, they cut it off? Oh no, it's over there, isn't it? I've gone the wrong... I'll have to go down and then up. Because there is a bridge there, but you can't get across that way. Why have a pathway around here and then have to go around? That's a bit silly. I'll go around. Might see some ducks. I need to get a new tripod, like not because of the old one, just to hold it better. It's so beautiful today, guys. Absolutely. Oh my god, I can't believe how big this building is. 1 second. Steps. It's huge. I'm just wondering if I'm going the right way. Oh, there's a cut off at the top. Actually, yeah. Worst thing about being on this canal, though. Worst thing about being on this canal is the cyclists. Now you see the distance between the left-hand side to the right-hand side. I am a pretty tall guy, and there was a time when when I actually walked down here, the cyclist thought he had right of way, and I said first it's a walkway, not a cycle track. If you want to go on a cycle track, I suggest go on the actual cycle track that they built, especially for you. Now, don't get me wrong, it's nice to cycle on here when it's really busy and there's lots of walkers around. You should have more respect. This is what they open to let the canal barges get through. I'm just wondering if I'm actually live. I might have to just end this just to come back on. So they wind it round, it brings all the water down, and then it allows all the boats to come up, and then they can go off on their special voyage. So I'm going to end this broadcast because I want to see if I'm actually streaming, because although I turned that off, I did have this ad blocker, and I thought it might have been stopping the broadcast. So let me just end it anyway, and then come back for part 2, and I'll get round this corner. I think I'm going there. I think it's up here. Unless I've gone they definitely haven't changed it. Right, back soon, guys.